Here we go. All right. How's it going, everyone? So what are we working on now? Well, Rick is working on this. This is that 3.5 that I showed you yesterday where that pin had wallered out the gear and possibly the crank. Well, the pin fit nicely into the crank. We have the new one in there. He had already laid it in place, but I think I know what happened to this. So there's the new gear, and it's tight. It is tight on there. So, but as you see, it slides off no problem. But the pin itself is tight inside the crank. So there, it's a good, nice fit. So what happened? What actually happened to this? So I was talking with my son-in-law, who is a Ford senior master technician. You know, he is the top of the top. And of course, you know what he gets, all warranty work now. But anyway, so I was talking to him about this, and I said, hey, have you ever run into this? He says, yeah. He goes, I've run into that. And he goes, let me guess, somebody changed the timing chains. Well, guess what? We did find out that somebody did change the timing chains. These are the upgraded cam gears. Okay, so somebody had changed this. I forgot what the mileage is on this. So this is all new stuff on here, chains and that. And we could see that the silicone, or at least Rick could, you could tell that the silicone had been messed with. Now, 1 second. So he knew that the cover had already been off. So yeah, so somebody had already done that work. So what caused the problem? Ugga-duggas caused the problem. Whoever did the job did not torque the crank correctly, the harmonic balancer. Some Fords used to use no keyway at all. You used to have to lock the crank in place with a special tool in a certain position. It would lock the crank, not allow it to move. You would set their timing chain marks and set all that stuff up, but the crank gear could actually rotate on the crankshaft itself, because like I said, no keyway. What held it in place was the fit of the harmonic balancer. It would basically crush it into the crankshaft. So basically down here, see that where it bottoms into it right there? With the harmonic balancer in place and it gets torqued down to the proper torque, it would lock everything in place and keep it from moving. So if somebody put the harmonic balancer on, basically just ugga-duggaed it and let it go. So this is where torque specs are super important. The torque spec for this is 50 Newton meters, then 90 degrees, then an additional 60 degrees. That's tight. That is one heck of a tight bolt. I don't know where the new bolt is, or even the old one, because like I said, it's not my job, it's Rick's job. So, but that's a pretty substantial bolt down there. You can also tell by this. You look down here, oops. You can see by how far in those threads go. So yeah, I think this thing's going to be golden. Once he gets it all back together and we can actually get that harmonic balancer torqued correctly, I think we're going to be golden. I think this was a catastrophe avoided. Because had the customer let that noise go and decided not to fix it, eventually that keyway would have sheared and that would have been the end of the motor. So, and I thought this thing ran pretty darn good. So hopefully everything's going to be golden once this is done. So, all right. I thought that was pretty interesting. So that's why torque specs are important for critical components. This is a critical component. Always, always, always torque your harmonic balancers. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. That's about it. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.